What is going on, guys? George here, and welcome back to another episode of Garage Edition. Had to back the truck over in the shade. If you see it everywhere else, it's sunny where I live, and sorry for the wind. As soon as the camera comes on, the wind starts blowing. But I have to back over in the shade because where I live, it's like we don't have any trees around us. Our whole field is open. So about 7, 8 o'clock in the evening is when we actually get shade when the sun goes down. But then you only have like 30 minutes to an hour before you actually to do stuff before it gets too dark on you. So I had to take use of this tree. So if you ever see me working on this tree a lot, that is why, because I don't have no shade here, which sucks, and the truck won't fit in the garage. But today we're going to do something simple. We're actually going to tie up a lot of loose ends. A lot of stuff I do a video of, and I'm like, oh, I have to go behind and do this. Well, it takes me a while to get that. So today we're actually going to actually hook this up. Get dirt on it. I got the connector for that. We're going to hook that up, and we got a couple other things we got to tie up. My license plate, I actually had to tie it up with baling wire because when I went to town, I had to have a license plate, and I don't have the bumper on yet. We might actually put the bumper on. Now, I don't have the other shackle mount made, but I can actually drill that while it's on the truck, so I don't have to worry about having the bumper off. So we might actually put that on. I actually had to drill the other 2 holes for the flush mount lights. I had only diagonal holes, so I got to drill the other 2. Doesn't take a minute. And then if I had the correct bolts, we might go ahead and put the bumper on. We still have to paint the steps and everything, but we might go ahead and do that because I hate not having the bumper on. It just looks blah. I don't like it. So that might be in the store for today also. But we're just going. It's tying up loose ends today, so I figured I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and turn the camera on because I didn't have anything really planned today. I try to plan my videos out through the week, but it's so hard to with work and everything. But you know what? We're trying, and I want to thank everybody who's watching, everybody who's messaged me on Instagram, showing me your builds. But if you haven't, make sure you follow me at gsparks11. And just tell me about, you know, your builds you got, anything like that. I love seeing people's builds and stuff, and a lot of y'all have some cool stuff. Like, a lot of stuff I'm like, oh man, I wish mine was like that or something, or that clean. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. But yeah, today we're just going to tie up some loose ends. And but I do want to thank all the new subscribers because we're actually getting, you know, a lot more views than I'm usually getting. So hopefully that means the channel is growing. But anyways, guys, let's tie up some loose ends today. Let's go get our parts together and fix some stuff. Do this. Now I bought this. This is supposed to be, I think it's kind of like a extension for it, but we're just going to cut the wires and actually just wire it up to airs. Got some heat shrink. I don't think I have the right kind, the right size I need, but we'll use it, and probably have to use this or the red, but I'll actually wrap it in electrical tape or something, put this on. Oh, I've got a wire, the plastic wire loom. I might put that on just to make it look a whole lot better. We still have to hide this wire and everything. I've got my lighter. This is the hardest thing for me ever to find because I don't smoke. So, I never... Seriously? It works sometimes. I don't smoke, so I always have trouble finding a lighter. I had to go up my uncle's one day to get a lighter because I didn't have any. My whole shop or house never had a lighter. Well, I had one, but I just couldn't find it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish this up today. Then we might put the bumper on. Alright, so we need to go ahead and open this up. Oh, well, that go. Alright, so let's see. I'm trying to figure out. We need this one. Try to see where the camera is. Alright, so we have a spare here too. Ooh, very nice. So I'll keep that. So we have this that we need on the truck. So I don't think we need this much wire, so we are going to cut this. I don't know, because I feel like if we have a trailer, we might need that. So I better keep that. But I highly doubt Colossus will ever be pulling a trailer, because I'll do it in the Super Ram. So I'm going to go ahead and skin these wires. Alright, so we got those cut off, as you see. Ooh, just gotta clean them up. I went ahead and cut these and cleaned these up. I need an actual wire, a good wire stripper that does it. All the ones I have are like crappy. So one day I'm going to invest in me a wire stripper. Maybe one day. But I'm going to go ahead and clean these up, and then we basically just color match them, and then we'll hook this up to that down there and see if it works. And if it works, we'll do a happy dance. If you need a spot to put your heat shrink, just install you a trailer hitch receiver and you have a place to store it. Alright, went ahead and heated up the heat shrink. I will tape it with the black tape and stuff, and then I'll actually take the lighter again and heat it. That way the tape kind of melts and won't unravel. And then we'll put our plastic tubing in, but it took me forever to get the daggone heat shrink because the wind's blowing. As soon as I pick up the camera or lighter to do this stuff, the wind starts blowing. It's like it never fails. Alright, so we got everything wired up. We're going to hook it up, and then I'm going to try the lights and everything. Pow! The camera person jumped. Alright, so got this. I'm going to go turn the lights on. Hopefully it comes on. They on?
Yeah. It don't show up on here, eh?
Okay, so they are on. Let's try the signal light.
Yeah, it works. That one does.
Is it working?
Yeah, your light's working too, but it don't show up on here.
Alright, try the other. Alright, so I went ahead and cut this loom that far. We just need it to go through here. Let's go ahead and put it on here. We'll slide it up. This should just give it that little bit more of a better look, because I didn't want, that's what was bothering me with the other lights, is that stupid wires in between. So there's that. Get up in there. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and put that there. Alright, so now that should fit right there. And what we'll do is take right there. Now I wish I had a zip tie to put right there, but I'm all out of zip ties. It's like I bought zip ties, but I don't know where they are. But this will go right there. So that'll look a little bit better. Actually, I think it'll look a lot better. And we'll have this come up back here. Like I said, we'll have all this zip tied. If I had zip ties, I bought some, but I can't find them. But all this will be hidden up in there. Alright, so we went ahead and put all the wire up and everything. Fix this how I want it. Like I said, when I get a zip tie right there. And zip tie the wires up a little bit stronger than what I had. But that looks pretty good. You can't really see where the wire is now. So it's nice and clean. That's how I wanted it. So let's go ahead and see if we have the bolts. If I have the bolts, I might go ahead and sit the bumper on here and see what it looks like. I'm kind of anxious. Alright, so I had these for a project, but I never did do that project. So I had them, and I was like, well, let's try this, because I got the lock washers, I've got regular washers. The blue, it's actually, that came with, like, it showed what grade they were. They had like green and other colors. Too bad it wasn't purple to match it. But anyways, they fit all the holes that we need. So it should be 3 on each side like it had from factory. These bolts have the head on the other side, so I can actually put a wrench on it, hold it, and then have the socket and stuff on the other side. So these would be a lot better than what they had, because we can hold it better. So I'm going to put these on. So I'll probably just hand tighten them. We won't actually bolt it on yet because I do have some other stuff I want to do to the bumper. But I'm really anxious to see what it looks like. I know y'all are too. So let's go ahead and sit the bumper on and see what it looks like. Alright, so what's going to make this bumper look a whole lot better than just being a regular, bedline bumper is these beauties. Color matched to the headlights. So yeah, I really can't wait to see what these actually look like because I've never seen them on a truck. Like I said, they contour to purple pretty good. So, we're going to go ahead and mount these now. They're not going to be hooked up or anything because I have to run all the wiring and still find. I got to order me like a nice auxiliary switch, almost like you see like having the Razors and stuff, and like most Jeeps and stuff. So I'm going to order me a switch like that. But we're going to go ahead and put these in. Now we're using 1.5-inch bolts. These are like 99 cents at Walmart. Now they came in a 6-pack, but of course we needed 8, so I had to buy 8. But if you see right here, I only have 2 holes drilled on each side. I've got my drill bits and my drill, and when I put them in, I will, put these there, tighten them down, and then I can drill the other 2 holes. Simple. I'll just drill me a little pilot hole, take the light back out, and then I'll drill the actual hole because I don't want to scuff these up or anything like that. But let's go ahead and we're going to put the wires on the bottom. We'll go ahead and stick this in and see what it looks like. Alright, so I'll drill the rest of these 2 holes out, and then we'll bolt them on back and see what they look like. Alright guys, we are done. We still have to really adjust the bumper, where it needs to be. And we'll have to hook up the lights. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry about the lights. I'll just tuck the wires up under there. Because the lights, I want to hook them up to a switch, but we're going to build a console in the truck later on that would house like the switch, cup holders, and maybe 2 12s or something like that, or just 1 12. Just depends later on down the line. Future builds. But yeah, I just wanted to get this done, so we tidied up the wires and stuff, and the bar on the back of the truck actually works now. The tailgate bar, tailgate light bar, I guess you'd call it. And we got the bumper on. I still have to paint the steps right there where the license plate goes, and the steps. We're actually going to paint it that purple, just because I didn't want a solid black bumper. I thought that would look good because this purple really does contrast with this other purple really well. So we'll be doing that, and nobody really steps on bumper, but we'll put a bunch of clear coat layers on it. That way, don't have to worry about it. Like I said, this truck doesn't really get work. It's not a work truck, or it's not a daily. It's just a project truck, like I said. But the bumper really came out really well. And also, I do have to finish up my other D-ring shackle mount. I will be welding that up and everything and putting on there. And I am going to eventually put the other light pod, so you'll have light pod, shackle mount, light pod, but I can cut this other light pod out with the bumper mounted. And when I go to put my shackle mount, we just have to drill the holes and we'll be good to go there. And like I said, back here, got to tighten all this stuff up, and I still got my lock washers that's going on to help it not come off. But I think it looks good. Simple, easy. It's just a, you know, just a simple, easy day, just pedaling on a truck. You gotta love days like that. But if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And as always, make sure you push that subscribe button. And as always, I've said that twice. As always. Well, guess what? As always, this is George, and I'm out of here.